What's up, guys? I'm Mike Knowles.
And I'm Jack Barron.
Do you know what the oldest lie in America is? That money can be innocent. At least that's what seems to be happening today. So get your inner Phoenix ready, boys. Objection! Because we have a case to solve.
So, this all starts almost 2 years ago, back when GTA 5 was released. After all those years of development and labor, it was not unusual to hear that Leslie Benzies, who was at the time president of Rockstar North and lead developer of GTA 5, was going on a sabbatical. However, back in January, Kotaku broke the story that Benzies would not be returning to Rockstar and decided to take a full departure.
Now, while this is a bit surprising, it wasn't exactly strange to hear. Benzie has been working for Rockstar since 1999 and has been in there during all the GTA's core developments through its success up to GTA 5, putting in a lot of hard work and innovations that transformed GTA from GTA 3 to what it is today. And now, after making what could be arguably agreed upon one of the best games ever made and best game franchises, and most successful definitely, the idea of him stepping down when he's on top and retiring isn't that weird.
However, now we're hearing a completely different side of the story, one that started with these types of headlines going around. Grand Theft Auto developer Leslie Benzies sues Rockstar for $150 million.
That's like climax of GTA 5 level money right there. According to Benzies, the actual story is far more sinister. I said in a press release that following the release of GTA 5, he was enticed by Rockstar to take a sabbatical, and that during this time he discovered numerous deceptions designed to push him out of the company and deny him royalty payments to the tune of $150 million.
This comes as part of a profit-sharing arrangement that Take-Two Interactive made as part of the long-term employment contracts for Benzies and co-founders Dan and Sam Houser, who we'll come back to. By doing this, it would make sure that these three would have the same goals as the shareholders.
In the lawsuit, Benzies claims that Sam Houser's actions to remove Benzies from the arrangement was one of the larger goals of this huge deception besides just simply removing him from the company.
And remember that article we mentioned earlier where Kotaku reported his retirement as stated by Rockstar? Well, Benzie called that statement out of bounds and inaccurate, stating at the time they're in the middle of having mediation to try and find a middle ground, but stated that he did not leave by his own choice, saying, quote, "When attempting to resume his duties upon the conclusion of his sabbatical on April 1st, 2015, Mr. Benzies found himself unable to enter the Rockstar North office because his facility's access device had been deactivated. After being led inside by building security, Mr. Benzies was then ordered to leave by the Rockstar North office manager without reason."
Holy shit! Okay, so this guy's been secretly exiled from his own studio for nearly a year before we even heard that he left, but he didn't actually leave apparently. Like, this is crazy. Rockstar on their part has released their own statement of the lawsuit saying, Leslie Benzies was a valued employee of our company for many years. Sadly, the events that culminated in his resignation ultimately stemmed from his significant performance and conduct issues. Despite our repeated efforts to address and resolve these issues amicably, both before and after his departure, Leslie has chosen to take this route in an attempt to set aside contract terms to which he previously agreed on multiple occasions. His claims are entirely without merit and in many instances downright bizarre, and we are very confident that this matter will be resolved in our favor. A core ethos since Rockstar's inception has been the concept of the team. It is deeply disappointing and simply wrong for Leslie to attempt to take personal credit for what has always been the tremendous efforts of the entire Rockstar team, who remain hard at work delivering the most immersive and engaging entertainment experience we can for our fans. We do not intend to comment further on this matter.
So Rockstar is saying that these accusations are completely made up and that Benzies is left on his own accord and not by some twisted shutout. So here's where things get interesting. Remember the before mentioned Housers? Benzie claims that Sam had manipulated and plotted against him after gaining his trust to eject him from the company as it appears.
Benzies claims that at a time during the Red Dead Redemption's development, Sam called on Benzies saying that he, quote, needed him, and since Sam has relied heavily on Benzies and allowed him to head up more game development, while Sam just got to manage most of the corporate side and sit back on that sweet stack of cash.
Now this is where things get personal. If you actually watch through the entire credits of GTA 5, you'll notice the last name is Leslie Benzies. Seems like no big deal, right? Well, in actuality, it is. In the video game industry, instead of top bill being reserved for the most important person or group, the bottom bill is actually the most important. Benzies claims he put his name there after the Housers showed no interest in the billings nor production in general, and thus, just put his name in there.
Benzies recalls how Sam was specifically livid about this and believes this is where Sam began to execute on his plan to wedge him out of the company. And remember that $150 million he's suing for? That number represents how much he believes he's owed from the royalties from his long-term contract we talked about earlier. Rockstar is now saying, though, that he has, quote, no right to contest the royalty allocation, right now being 0, because of the, at least by their way of the story, the way he departed from relinquishes all of his rights to it.
Even if Rockstar or Take-Two wanted to pay out his royalties, the decision would have to come from a group called the Allocation Committee, which includes Who else but Sam Hauser?
Dun, dun, dun. You may also be wondering how the number he's suing for is so much, since after all, regardless of which story is right, it's clear that he was still in an acting position when the majority of sales were made upon release of GTA 5. Well, not only has GTA 5 sold many more copies since then, surprise, surprise, but the online component of GTA Online, has made the company $500 million, or 500 million for those of you who don't know number families.
So, for now, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, but you can be sure we'll bring you any news that occurs.
It's kind of like Benzies' Franklin from GTA 5, where like, he does all this work, and he risks his neck for everyone, and then every time we're like, he's like, where's my money? It's like, oh, you're not getting paid. Like, I just get screwed over all the time. But then he finds friendship.
Yeah, that's worth $150 million.
Definitely, all the friendship. So anyway, what do you guys think about all of this? Who's right, who's wrong, and who's making the next GTA and Red Dead Redemption if Benzies isn't there? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below.
And as always, guys, subscribe for more great daily content, or check out another video, and we'll see you guys later.
What? That's a closed door!
He opened it though.
No, you opened the elevator door and went, yeah, there he is!
But that was the stairway.
Oh, the hell it was,
That's
buddy.
what I said.
That was an elevator.
You want me to prove you wrong? How much do you want to bet that was
I'm
the
going
stairway?
right back over. That's a goddamn
$10,
elevator.
$10, and that's the stairway.
Yeah, but I think the guy's up there. Hold on, there. Oh, there he is.
$10 is at the stairway.
That's exactly what just happened.
Sure.
He just tore open elevator doors and said, oh,